we are going to do 10-minute math, and then we'll do the lesson, and then I'll show you your independent work, and then I'll meet with my small groups, okay? All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen for 10-minute math. All right, so it's the same as yesterday's. You will, you'll have 5 seconds to see the Unifix cubes, and then you're going to try and remember in your head what number you saw, okay? So you have towers of 10 and ones. All right, so make sure you're looking at the screen because you only get 5 seconds and it goes by super quick. All right, ready? Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'll give you a minute to try and think about that, and then I will show it to you again. And then we'll talk about it after I show it to you again.
I couldn't even see it the first time because I was throwing my trash away.
All right, we're going to look at it again. All right, ready? You have 5 seconds. Make sure you're looking. It goes by super quick. All right. What number did you see? What number did you see? Irsu? Say that one more time. Did you say 77? All right, let's see if Irsu's right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 towers of 10, which makes 70 if I count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. All right, now I'm going to count my ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, or 6, 7. So we have 7 ones, so 77. All right, let me point out to you. Do you notice how they have 5 ones right here, and instead of just adding the 2 up above, they put it down here. They put it nicely in a stack of 5. Okay. All right, here we go. Here goes the next one. You get 5 seconds. Remember 77. All right, here we go. You get 5 seconds. Ready? All right, go ahead and think about it, and I'll show it to you again. Go ahead and think about it. What did you see? And I'll show it to you again. Make sure you're looking at the screen. All right, here we go. Here goes the second time. All right, excuse me. What number did you see? What number did you see? Niley?
$51.
You're close to 51. It's not 51. Go ahead, Heavenly.
47.
Good job, 47. So we can double check. So we have 1 tower of 10, 2, 3, 4, or 4 groups of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. All right, so first we had 77 and now we have 47. All right, so what is the relationship between those two numbers? 37 and 47, or 77 and 47. What's the relationship between those two numbers? Gabe, go ahead.
They're 30 away and they both have 7 in them.
Yeah, they're exactly 30 away from each other and they each have 7. All right, so yesterday we did some story problems, or you made pictures and then you wrote sentences about them, correct? Do you remember doing that yesterday? All right, so I have a sentence for you, and I want you to try and answer my question, okay? So Raylan, make sure you're paying attention. All right, let me share my screen because I wrote out my sentence. See if my camera still connects. All right, in this picture, there are 4 flowers. Each flower has 5 petals. How many petals are there? How many petals are there? All right, so what I want you to do right now on your piece of paper is to try to solve this question. So how many petals are there using the strategy you used yesterday? All right, so how many petals are there? All right, I'm going to give you 1 more minute of thinking time, maybe a little bit longer, and then I'll talk to people, okay? Yep, I want you to try and write down the strategy to show your work, okay? All right, if you know, that's awesome. I'm going to call on someone in about 1 minute, okay? I'll call on someone in 1 minute.
We have to write that down.
I want you to try and write your strategy down.
I know the answer.
All right, I'm going to give you 30 more seconds, and then we'll go over it.
Well, I do know the answer.
All right, that's perfect. We're going to go over it here in 10 seconds. All right, raising your hands, who knows how many petals are there? Raising your hand, who knows how many petals are there? Dejay?
There are 4 flowers. Each flower has 5 petals.
Miss Stanfield, I need to go do something, so I'm gonna be gone for a few minutes, okay?
Okay. Go ahead, Dejay.
Miss Stanfield, how are we supposed to count it?
All right, so Dejay, do you have the answer or no?
No, how are we supposed to count it?
We're about to go over it. All right, who knows the answer to this problem? Go ahead. Let's go with Paxton.
I knew that 4 tens what was equal to 20, so the answer is 20.
Very nice. All right, so Paxton says it's 20. All right, very nice. And so the 3 different ways we talked about yesterday is you could draw a picture. So we have the 4 flowers with the 5 petals. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, and so then you can count the petals. All right, we can also count by what? We could skip count if you wanted. Oh, very nice, Niley. We could have skip counted by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Since there's 4 flowers, we skip counted by 5 4 times. All right, and then we also talked about the repeated addition, right? Go ahead, Irsu. Okay, so we also talked about the repeated addition. So if we're adding 5, we could have added 5 4 times. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. And then who knows? We talked about the multiplication equation. What would the multiplication equation for this look like? Gabe?
5 times 4.
Good job. 5 times 4 equals 20. All right, so we talked about the, excuse me. So yesterday we talked about the 3 pieces of mathematical information in a multiplication problem. All right, so yesterday this was new. We talked about 5 times 4. And so if we look at this multiplication equation, I'm just taking the 5 for my repeated addition, and then I'm saying I'm going to add that by itself 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay. All right, we are almost done with the math lesson. Let me pull this up. Okay, so let's use this chart to input our information from our flower problem. Are you ready? All right, so how many flowers were there? Or what was the number of groups? How many flowers did we have? Who remembers? How many flowers did we have? Miley, go ahead.
20.
We had 20 flowers in all. We had 20 petals. Okay. How many flowers did we have? How many flowers did we have? Irisu? Irisu, show me on your fingers how many flowers did we start off with? Oh, awesome. 4 flowers. I'm not typing. There we go. And then who remembers how many petals did one flower have? How many petals did one flower have? I might call on someone who I haven't heard from today. Heavenly, do you remember how many petals each flower had? All right, go ahead. Heavenly, unmute yourself.
5.
Good job. 5 petals. All right, so we have our number of groups. So the 4 flowers would be our number of groups. And then we have 5 petals. So that's the number in one group or in each group. And then our total, or the number in all of the groups, is 20. So when I put all of that information together in our multiplication equation, it looks just like this. Okay. Do you want to do one more together? This is what yours will kind of look like. Or actually, let's go ahead and look at our independent work, okay? So before I move on to independent work, does anyone have any questions about how we got our multiplication equation?
Where is everyone?
What do you mean?
A lot of people left.
All right, so I'm going to go over independent work. Are you ready? Okay. So this one. All right. So you guys have this online. You have 3 pages assigned to you, but you're only going to do the first 2 pages. Show me 2 on your hands. Show me 2 fingers. Okay, you're only
You have how many?
going
You
to
have
do
how
the
many?
first 2 pages. But do you see how it says there's 3 pages? You're only going to do the first 2. Okay,
Okay.
and I wrote that in my directions as well.
I hear music.
I think that's coming from you, Oscar. You're the only one that was unmuted. Okay.
No, that's not for me.
All right, so
I don't think.
the directions. Does anyone want to read the directions for me? Does anyone want to read the directions for me? Go ahead, Gabe.
Picture problems. For each
It's
problem, write
Stanfield.
a multiplication equation, solve the problem, and show your solution.
All
There
right.
are 10 apples in a basket. Each apple has 4 worms. How many worms do the apples have in all?
Very nice. All right, so you have a sentence just like we did in class, and then you are going to write the multiplication equation and then show your work for that, okay? So we have 10 apples. Each apple has 4 worms. So how many worms do the apples have in all? So do we want to draw?
That was me. I'm sorry. It was one of my apps.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. That was me.
That's all right. All right, so do we want to solve this using the equation? Do you want to skip count, or do you want to use repeated addition? Does anyone have a preference? All right, I don't see one, so I'm going to skip count. Okay, so there are 10 apples in a basket, and each apple has 4 worms. So I am going to count by 4s 10 times. Are you ready? So 4. I'm going to type this actually. I have a finger cramp. So we have 4. What comes after 4 when I skip count? I'm counting by 4, so what comes after 4? I'm just going to call on people. All right, Raylan, what comes after 4? Counting by 4, so what comes after 4, Raylan?
Nine?
Not 9, you're 1 off. Yep, 8, good job. All right, what comes after 8, Caitlin?
12.
Good job. All right, what comes after 12? Gabe?
16.
Good job. What comes after 16, Irsu? Okay, 20, nice job. All right, Dejay, what comes after 20 if I'm counting by fours?
24.
Good job, 24. All right. What comes after 24? Who knows? Go ahead, Oscar.
28.
Good job, 28. And then we have 32. We have 36. Oops. 28, 32, 36. And let's count. Let's make sure we haven't gone 10 times yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more. What comes after 36? Who knows what comes after 36? Counting by fours. Paxton, go ahead.
40.
40. All right, so now that I've typed that, I'm going to bring that back down here. All right, so what is my multiplication equation for this problem? Go ahead, Gabe.
10 times 4 equals 40.
10 times 4 equals 40. Okay, so I counted by fours 10 times. Okay, so 10 times 4 equals 40. So you only have 3 more problems to do, okay?